Yes, guys, and welcome back to our episode of the TG podcast. We are here to talk everything Arsenal. Happy Mondays, everyone, as always, guys. Do you want to say thank you very much for 7K subscribers as well? We did hit it today, so big up to everyone who has subscribed. Road to 8K now, people. Thank you very much, as I just said. But yeah, we're here, everything Arsenal. Wolves, we're talking about the Wolves 2-0 result, of course beating Wolves. We do go top of the league for a little bit. And then, of course, we do play tomorrow, guys. London Derby, Emirates against Chelsea. Looking forward to that one. And yeah, we're basically going to be talking about, if we get time as well, a bit of Arsenal news. But we're joined by Rory. How you doing, my guy? You all good?
Yeah, sound man. Got a bit of a headache, but aside from that, I would say yeah, I'm doing fine.
Yeah, big up, bro. We got Seb as well. How you doing, Seb? You all good?
Yeah, good. Thank you. Yeah.
And first time he's come on the channel, guys. Special guest. We're joined by Dom. Dom, how you doing, man?
Yeah, good mate. Thanks. Yeah, thanks for having me on. Looking forward to it tonight. It'll be a lot of fun, hopefully.
Yeah, no worries at all, guys. So, of course, at the end, we'll shout out everyone where you can find them. But we'll do that at the end, where you can find them on all social media and all this stuff. But let's get right into things, guys. We'll start with obviously the Wolves game. We did beat Wolves 2-0 away at the Molineux, keeping the clean sheet as well. Now, I thought, the game started off, obviously, I don't know, it's a pretty, you know, strange first half. They had their, when it hit the post, of course, when Ryan made that save. Um, but I thought we was eventually going to go and push on and get that goal eventually, and we did do that. Of course, great goal from stroke of half time from Trossardinho. Great layoff as well by Jesus and Trossard. People say he's lucky, but I think he knew exactly what he was doing with that finish. Great technique, great goal, and put us 1-0 up. Great way to score in the stroke of half time. And yeah, we eventually pushed on, and then as a I thought it would be one of those games, 1-0 to the Arsenal, that type of typical game. But Wolves had quite a few players out, as we know, injured, and I thought they gave us a reasonably physical game. It was a very tough game away at the Molineux, but we eventually wrapped it up, and it's a 2-0 win, a clean sheet, and that just put us top for a little bit as well. And the pressure is on City now. So I'll come to you, Seb, because you'll obviously use at the game in the away ends. What do you make of it, man?
Yeah, I thought it's a good win. Not the greatest of performances, but the points are in the bag. And listen, at this time of the season, you've just got to get those points because every point matters. And in this title race, we literally cannot afford to slip up. But especially after the week we've just had, where we lost to Villa and lost to Bayern, it was just important that we got back to winning ways, and which is needed for this week coming up and the rest of the season. So yes, it was good that we got the win. However, like I said, I did think we made hard work of that quite a bit, especially in that first half. I didn't think we were too great, but once we got the goal, the game opened up, and then the second half we had most of the possession, and there was a period where we really could have killed the game off, and I just thought, the longer we keep it as 1-0, is it going to be one of those potential banana skins where they're going to come back and score? But fortunately, it didn't happen, and then we got the second. It was a great goal from Trossard, a very tight angle. I thought both goals were actually very good that we scored, and then yeah. However, it is concerning that first of all, we're still lacking quite a bit in the final third, because again, it's been a similar problem that we've had most of the season, where we've not really been as ruthless in front of goal, apart from that January to March stint. And again, it just sums up why we need that striker, because Jesus, I didn't think, covered himself in much glory, and even when Martinelli came on, I didn't think he was that great, and Saka just looks completely burnt out and gone. I really wanted him to have a bit of a rest, but Arteta clearly won't take him off, and maybe because he doesn't trust the bench or other options. But this does highlight why we need more reinforcements.
Reinforcements, yeah.
Yeah, especially we need another winger and another striker, and that game really sums up why. And what we really need is a bench that we can trust and some more match winners in the squad. And because if we had some of those, then that game wowould have ended at least 4 or 5-0 because it was a depleted Wolves side. But this isn't me moaning because we got the job, because we did get the job done, which was a more important thing. And I'll take any wins like that. If we win every game like that,
Yeah, taking it all day, innit? You know.
I'm definitely taking that because there's a league title on the line, which we are back in it. But this week is going to be crucial, and I'm sure we're going to come on to that very soon. But yes, I'm happy with a win.
Yeah, and I'm glad you went to the game and enjoyed it as well, Seb. Of course.
Yeah, it's good. I've got good seats very near the front. Yeah.
Oh, nice one, man. And what was your atmosphere like as well in the away end?
Yeah, it was good.
Good.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, we kept singing most of the times. Usually away from home, we're usually for matches.
Oh, only in Wolves. Wait, did you say you was like right behind the goal?
No, right, no, near the front. Yeah.
Don't they have you in the middle in Wolves or something?
Yeah, I meant near the front of the pitch. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Nice one, man.
I meant near the front of the pitch, but yes, of course, yeah.
Yeah. Nice one, and I'm glad you enjoyed, Seb. I'm going to come to Dom. Dom, mate, what was your full assessment of obviously that game and that result? And yeah, what'd you make of it, man?
Seb nailed it, I think. It wasn't the best performance in the world, but when you're coming off the back of that, you just have to go and win. It's a test of your mentality more than anything else. And I think Arsenal came through that. I'm not sure they'd have won that in previous years, but they did this time. I think, on another day, you probably do win that more comfortably. I never actually felt worried watching the game, with the exception of the Raya save. That was the only time I think Wolves really tested us. And I just didn't feel anything was coming. I thought we had control. And I think that was the key to the game from an Arsenal perspective. We had control. We had the ball, and when we had it, Wolves didn't look like doing anything just to get it back. And when they did have it, I thought we got it back well. But as I say, Seb's right. When we're looking towards the summer, and look, let's not wish away time. We've got five games to look forward to. And if we can win them all, you never know what's going to happen in the title. But that's the area to strengthen now is going forward. I think Arteta's built the side from the back, and you saw it again against Wolves at the weekend. But that's looking solid. It's the front half of the pitch now where we do miss too many chances, and when Wolves have got 10 players out or whatever it was at the weekend, away from home. Look, they're doing well this season, but away from home against that many injured players in a side that's not, is in the top 10, but isn't, necessarily a top 10 side, you probably want to be winning that by more. But we got the job done, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, very well said, man. Yeah, couldn't agree more with that, bro. Rory, bro, what was your thoughts on that result? Job done for us, and obviously a clean sheet. But what'd you make of it, man?
Yeah, the 3 points was the be all and end all, really. That's all it mattered. Despite the performance, I didn't think was top draw, to be quite honest with you. But we've got up to a stage of the season where we needed to just get over the line. And I would rather get results from now to the end of the season, play poor in all of them, but still means you've got over the line, instead of just battering everyone week in, week out and then losing the title on goal difference. I much prefer that. But yeah, Wolves, I mean, I can't lie. I did say Wolves would have been one of these banana skin games where we were going to drop points, until I noticed that Wolves had players out injured. The moment I did clock that the likes of Cunha and Dawson, Semedo, them man were out, I was like, yeah, I think Arsenal should pick up 3 points. I thought some players, specific players, actually played well. Couple were standouts in particular, like the likes of Declan Rice, and I thought Havertz actually had a decent game in midfield. I thought
Best
Kiwi
game
was a
in
little.
midfield, Rory.
Say again.
Best game he's had for us in midfield, do you reckon? In the midfield role, not up front.
Yeah, I thought it was really good against Luton away from home. I think that was arguably his best performance because he scored as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought until we scored, you could tell that the players were still a little bit dejected after that debacle on Wednesday against Bayern Munich. So, yeah, it was all about getting back to winning ways, because if we would have dropped points, then it would have been curtains. And I think that would have been us pretty much out of the title race. Because, yeah, like, after taking on a depleted Wolves side, there was just no excuses to go and get 3 points. I thought the goals were really good. I thought Trossard's goal came at the right time, because obviously against Bayern and Aston Villa, we went into half time 0-0, and in both games, second half capitulation. So we needed a goal before half time, and it couldn't have come at a more crucial time, really. I thought the attacking players were a little bit underwhelming. I thought Jesus did okay. Again, I feel like him and Trossard have been our best attackers recently. I can't lie. I think both of them have contributed to a couple of goals. Obviously, Saka and Trossard at the start of the season were assisting one or the other, and now it appears to be Jesus and Trossard now. So yeah, look, it's going to be interesting to see, and I know we will get onto the Chelsea game later on, but it's going to be interesting to see whether players like Saka, who I thought it was a meh performance really from him for his own standards. I mean, he knows that he can play better than that, to be quite honest with you. And you can tell he does need a rest, and we need reinforcements in that position. As I said, I thought Kiwior was a little bit shaky in the first half, grew into it in the second half. I thought Raya had a really good game. I think he was arguably up there for man of the match. I think he's only one clean sheet away from securing the Golden Glove. So I don't know when that's going to come, but yeah, that would be nice for him to pick up the Golden Glove and a Premier League trophy potentially. But I'm not getting my hopes up just yet. I think this game has sort of papered over a couple of cracks. Well, the crack from last weekend, should I say. But yeah, we just need to keep winning in it. And if it means digging in deep, then I don't mind, unless if we get 3 points. And that's all I'm bothered about. So yeah, I'm happy with the win. And hopefully this actually kicks us on again. Because yeah, Chelsea and Tottenham, 2 London derbies, we have to rise up to the occasion, man.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. Yeah, and let's move on to that, man. Look, Chelsea tomorrow night, Emirates, London derby, as you said. It's gonna, it's one of those ones where, look, we know how Chelsea are this season. We know sort of, how poor they've been this season. What I will say is against, these big six sides, they drew twice with City. That 4-4 and 1-1 game. I had a Chelsea fan on my channel saying who's saying like they've been superb against the big six apart from Liverpool. Like when they went, I think when they went to Anfield and there's on a different level, Liverpool was absolutely, just took them apart in the Anfield game. But other than that, they've actually been really, really strong, and Poch teams know how to set up against these big six sides. And if you guys go back to the game at Stamford Bridge, I get we were, we had a poor performance, and Chelsea played very, very well. They went 2-0 up. Mudryk scored out of all people when he lobbed us, and then it took Trossard to come off the bench.
He didn't mean that.
Yeah, I know.
He
Yeah,
didn't mean that.
you milked it so much, man. Honestly, but obviously Trossard's got us back in the game, and we got a 2-2 draw. So they have shown this season that they can turn up, but we're seeing what they're like this season as well. Big news coming out, guys. Cole Palmer. I don't know if it's mind games or anything like that, people, but reportedly that he could be ill, could be missing the game. Their main guy scored 20 goals this season for Chelsea. He's having an unbelievable season for them. So if he's out, it's absolutely massive for us. And a big, obviously I don't really wish anyone to get injured, but when you look on Arsenal side of things, it's pretty positive that he's missing because he's a key player for them. But yeah, we know what's left in the Premier League season now. We have to take it game by game. 3 points is all that matters tomorrow. But I'll come to you first, Seb, man. How are you feeling going into this game at the Emirates against Chelsea?
Nervous. I feel nervous for every game at this stage of the season, and trust me, tomorrow is going to be tricky because now Chelsea have gone out of the FA Cup. This is basically all they've got this season. Everything's eyes on this game because they'll want to do everything to spoil our title hopes, because I'm sure they won't want us to win the league. But like I've said, we have just got to play our game and do our basics right. Then we should be winning this. But we cannot take them for granted. And like we saw, like you said, at Stamford Bridge, we were very poor. And if anything, they were the better side. But of course, we still came away with a 2-2. But this time, we've got to actually go out there and beat them. And we can do that. But all the players need to stand up. And it's still a big London derby. And playing Chelsea, regardless of their position and inconsistencies this season, a game against Chelsea is always a big challenge, regardless. And like you said, they step it up for the big games this season. As you said, now they took points off Man City, both home and away. And in fact, they're the better side at the weekend against Man City. If only Nicholas Jackson could finish his chances, they go through. They go through to the final. So they'll also take a bit of confidence from that performance. And they've still got some really dangerous players, even though Cole Palmer might be out, but I still probably do think he will be in the squad because you just know what he's been.
Yeah.
Obviously, Sterling's a big threat, and is Gusto out as well? I think.
Yeah, apparently so.
I don't know if they're going to play right back though, because obviously
I think Nkunku might be back though, Seb.
Yeah,
I said Reece.
He's a big threat. Yeah, so they do have some dangerous players, and of course Caicedo and Caicedo and Enzo and Gallagher in the midfield.
Is Enzo out as well? Because I was hearing that
not that I know.
He needs an operation or something. I don't know.
Not that I heard of.
Who, Enzo?
Yeah. Is it that Fabio or something? I don't know.
Not that I heard of. All I heard was Palmer and Gusto, didn't he? And Chilwell and Ben Chilwell. I heard.
Yeah.
Well, it's quicker to say when Chilwell and James are fit, isn't it? Really, rather than.
Yeah. But yes, in this game, everyone's got to be on their game, and if the real Arsenal turn up, we win that game, and we do win it. We will win it quite comfortably. But like I said, Chelsea will want to do everything they can to stop us winning. This is their biggest game left this season, and everything for them rides on this. While for us, every game is big. And we need another win, otherwise the title will be gone. But yeah, I'm excited for this. Again, I'll be up there. But
you going to the game as well?
Yeah.
Oh, nice one, man.
The Emirates, yeah. But just please get the win. That's all I say. And then
I mean, we saw them last season against them, didn't we? We was 3-0 up at half time, weren't we?
Yeah. If you can play anything like that, then we should be fine, but I do actually think it'll be a much harder and a much tighter game than that. Because of what's on the line for this. Well,
I've just checked on Fernando.
We've not done as well in we've not done as well as we have done in London derbies this season.
Not this season. Last season we did.
Yeah.
Last season we were amazing.
Yeah, I'm talking this season.
Yeah,
we've not done as well. So
no, we haven't. So that's also
lost to Fulham, West Ham.
Yeah.
I think we've only beaten Crystal Palace this season.
But both home and away we beat Palace. We beat West Ham at their place.
Yeah, West Ham.
We beat Brentford home and away.
Yeah.
In fairness, Seb, we didn't beat West Ham at their place. We absolutely smashed them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But apart from that, we haven't won any of the others.
But the thing is, we'll need to rely on West Ham to do us a favour against City at the
True.
last day.
But we've got to do our job
Yeah.
first.
You're gonna do our things first.
We've got to do our job first, because don't forget, this time we played before City and Liverpool, because they both have big games this week. But we play first, and it benefits us. If the points are secured, then it will benefit us. So we just got to keep getting the wins and keep the pressure on Man City, because if we're not going to win this league, at least make City work for it. At least push them to the final day and keep the pressure on. Just don't fall away and let them take it with ease like they did last season. I just do not want a repeat of that. Just win if we win all our games and City win all their games and they beat us to the title, then I will just hold my hands up. Where we just have to hold our hands up and say, well, we did everything we could. And you just have to give it to them. But if it's another collapse, then then that ain't good enough. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, quite frankly, when you look at the three teams in the title race right now, can you really look at all three of them and go, yeah, they're playing well at the moment?
Not particularly.
Because I don't think Liverpool have been playing great. No. City have been getting results, but they don't look great. But at the same time, I don't think we've been great over the last couple of weeks. So
you haven't. Yeah, you are right there. You are right.
Yeah, I don't know. This title race, I mean, I did clock that there is going to be some twists and turns in this title race. And, I don't think you can rule anyone out. Yeah,
I can't really rely on that, though, but we just got to do
I don't think you can rule anyone out at the moment.
We just have to do our job. That's all I'm saying. Just do our job.
Do our thing. Exactly, bro.
And see what happens.
As simple as that. Don, bro, how are you feeling coming to this game against Chelsea at the Emirates? You feeling confident we'll get the win?
I mean, I think you've got to be, haven't you? I mean, look, it's exciting, right? This is back to back for the first time in 20 years we've been in the title race. So I think that's exciting. Seb's right. Chelsea are not going to be pushovers. They're playing better in recent weeks. They were unfortunate at the weekend not to win. And they're unbeaten in at least their last 5 in the league. So they're definitely improving, and I don't think that's a surprise. But I look at our side and I think there's enough there to win that game and comfortably. And we should be winning that game. I think to not win the game would be a disappointment. But you also, despite that confidence, have to look at it and go, well, the pressure's there. Can we handle it? I think we can, but we'll find out. And we can't go in there believing the job is done, but there is a title on the line here. And I think this feels very different to last season to me. It doesn't mean we'll get there, but I used the word control earlier. I liken Liverpool's title run in to us last season, where it just feels like the emotion's going to get to them, and they're a little bit scattergun. It's a little bit, you're not quite sure about them, what they're going to do. I think Arsenal feel a little bit more City-like this year in that control, and that gives me a lot of confidence going into the game. And I think if we boss that midfield, and I think there's a chance to, and whether Fernandes plays or not, and apparently he's going to have an operation. The question is when. I suspect he'll play this one and then maybe have it, but if we get that midfield, and I think that that's where we kind of, well, we didn't lose it at Stamford Bridge, but that was the difference at Stamford Bridge. I felt we didn't have that control in midfield. I think if we stamp our authority in midfield, whether through Rice, who I thought was excellent, by the way, again at the weekend, especially that last 15 minutes or so, and whoever plays alongside him, and we can get Odegaard into space. I think that's where the game's won and lost. And I look at our midfield and theirs, and I think we're stronger in that area. We've just got to go out there and show it.
Yeah, absolutely spot on there, man. Absolutely spot on. I mean, in terms of that midfield, right? Obviously, you spoke about Rice, Odegaard. Would you go with Partey, or would you like to see Jorginho go in there?
I think you've got to I don't want to see Havertz in midfield for this one. I'd actually play Havertz at top against his old side. Especially with the way that Chelsea set up, I think he's the right option through the middle there anyway. Jesus could be bang on form, and I'd probably still say this is a Havertz game. I think that's where Arsenal need to get to, is you don't have a set 11, you're playing the right players for the right game. I think you also have to consider the Tottenham game and who starts against that one. We've got a bit more of a rest. We've got 5 days between Chelsea and Spurs. I think that probably feels like Jorginho starts at Spurs. So therefore, I would go Thomas Partey. I think his ability to cut the ball through the lines, play it through the lines, and release Rice a little bit further forward. We saw that the last 15, 20 minutes against Wolves, whatever it was. And I like that. So I think you'd start Partey, and then you've got options to bring off the bench, whether that's Jorginho to sort of see it out, or Emil Smith Rowe, maybe someone like that comes on depending on the game state, because Partey won't make 90 minutes, but he was excellent against Luton. And I think the whole idea of the season was Partey and Rice. I think to play in these big games, we haven't been able to see it because of Partey's injury history, but that's what I would go. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, Rory, over to you, man. How are you feeling about this game at the Emirates against Chelsea?
I mean, I want to say I'm confident, but at the same time, every time we go into these London derbies, I'm always nervous. With Cole Palmer potentially out with illness, and I was hearing what Pochettino had to say on that, and he said even if Cole Palmer is ready for Arsenal on Tuesday, he might not even start. So I don't know. I'm not really going to believe it just yet. Got to believe it to see it in it. So
Yeah.
look, I think all we have to do is just if we can perform the way we did, I would say last season in the first half when we played Chelsea, we banged of course 3 goals in and the game was pretty much wrapped up. And I guess if we played like we did early on in the season against Chelsea in the last 15 minutes of the game, if we play like that for 90 minutes against Chelsea on Tuesday, then we could get something. But yeah, look, even if Palmer was fit for the game, I would still sit here and go, yeah, there's still no excuses for Arsenal to go out there and get a result. Our results against Chelsea recently have been very good, especially at home. They've not beaten us. They've not beaten us in 3 years, I believe, at our place. So yeah, I'm confident, but I'm nervous at the same time. And because it is a London derby, anything can happen, really. And the thing is, Chelsea do create chances. So, yeah, it's just whether they want to be clinical, because they're like a yo-yo club. They really are. I said it like... In fact, no, I've said it all season, that they are pretty much a yo-yo club. They do really well against the big teams, but struggle at home against 10-men Burnley. Like, it's terrible. And they drew to Sheffield United. Away from home as well, which is terrible. So, look, I haven't got a clue who they're going to start at right back if Gusto isn't fit. It's most likely going to be Disasi or someone like that. So I think we can get in down their right-hand side, but I don't know. I don't think I would start Martinelli for the game because it just doesn't look 100% match sharp. So, yeah, I don't know. That's going to be interesting, the lineup. I've been seeing fans on Twitter rotating the team, starting Reece Nelson and fucking Havertz in midfield, Zinchenko at left back, and I'm like, are we in a title race or not here? And like, even if this game meant nothing, I still want to beat Chelsea because it's a London derby. And it does mean something at the end of the day because you can continue that streak of beating Chelsea at home. So the lineup, as I said, is going to be interesting. I think Saka needs a rest for this game. I know it is against Chelsea and he will start. I'm 100% adamant on that.
But Rory, if you say rest him, then who would you play there?
Who would you?
Yeah, look, I would start Partey for this one. That's a dead starter for this game because I thought when he came on, you saw how good Rice was when he was pushed into that more advanced role. You saw how good Odegaard was as well, and how pleased he was to see Partey back on the pitch. And then the front three, I think I'll go Trossard on the left, Havertz through the middle, and then on the right,
Well, it's going to be Saka, but
it'll be Saka. But this is what I would do. I'll play Jesus on the right.
That's what I would do. If you're resting Saka, it's got to be Jesus coming in on the right.
Jesus has been shifting over to the left, hasn't he?
Yeah.
I reckon he's more of a right winger.
I prefer
That's where he
right
played
to the left.
Man City.
He played there against Tottenham, didn't he? Emirates.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he did.
And Man City as well.
Oh yeah,
at home.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, and he played really well. So yeah, I'll play him on the right for this one. Look, I think that's still a strong enough lineup. I think I'll keep the back four the same. Goalkeeper, obviously. Yeah, I think that's a really strong team, actually. Raya, Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel, Kiwior, Partey, Rice, Odegaard, Jesus, Trossard, and Havertz. But I can actually see Jorginho starting, to be honest.
I do actually reckon he's going to go Jorginho, but I would.
Yeah, because of all club tax and that.
So it's Tomiyasu, because I know you didn't say Tomiyasu. Like, he's doubtful, isn't he? Because obviously he missed all.
He's just doubtful. We don't.
Yeah,
know. We don't know. He's just doubtful. I'd probably save him for Tottenham.
I'd save him for Tottenham. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So Seb, what would be your lineup, man, for this game?
Okay. So obviously Raya in goal. The back line: White, Saliba, Gabriel. Left back, I'll probably stick with Kiwior at left back, but I'll be fine if Zinchenko does play. I'll be all right with that. If the midfield trio, I'll go Partey, Rice, and Odegaard, even though I do actually think Jorginho is going to start. The front three, I'll actually probably go. I think Saka will probably play. He will play. So Saka, Havertz, and Trossard. I do actually reckon I'll probably go with that if you were to ask me. But yeah, ideally you want Saka to have a rest. But the thing is, there's just no one there, and this is why we desperately need to upgrade. Well, we need another winger because there's just no one there. He clearly doesn't trust Reece Nelson.
Nah.
I don't think you can really rely on Jesus and Martinelli playing on the right.
Yeah.
I actually disagree on Martinelli, to be honest. I really do have that. I just think he is missing a proper number 8 there because it's changing every flipping week, isn't it?
Yeah, but
you can't really tell.
He has fallen off massively this season. Which
I do.
And I do honestly feel that if we're going to challenge again next season, we need Martinelli and Trossard and Jesus to be more squad players instead of starting every single week. I feel those three need to be.
Yeah, we certainly need competition for Martinelli, 100%.
Yeah,
but I think Martinelli still starts. Well, I think I will judge him when we do find. But proper number 8, because Havertz ain't a number 8.
No.
And the left back we're playing, Kiwior, Tomiyasu, that's changing every week. You know, some weeks it's Zinchenko. The following week will be Kiwior. Following week will be Tomiyasu. Next week's going to be me. I'll get the spot. Honestly, you can't predict the left back position at the moment. And the goal Timber scored and that intricate pass he played as well. Yeah, I think he could get the best out.
There is a chance Timber could be on the bench on the North London derby. Arteta didn't rule it out, and
I don't think so.
Nah, I don't think so.
I hope he does get a little bit of a look in before the end of the campaign. I do think hope he does.
Yeah.
Wait, do you guys think? Do you reckon he'll play like for this season or not?
I think he might.
The final
maybe
day,
Bournemouth at home.
I reckon he probably could on the final days. Probably get a few minutes. I reckon.
Yeah, maybe Bournemouth at home because we do have some big games. That's Tottenham, Chelsea. Who else we got?
United.
Is that it?
United.
Tottenham. Oh yeah, United. Yeah. So,
I mean,
I can see him if we're playing against Bournemouth or against Everton at the end of the season. I don't see him featuring in
The
any
next
of the-
season is when you're going to really see him begin his Arsenal.
Unless he gets injured again. Oh my days,
Oh, bro.
that'll be
But I think
hot.
it's a genuine concern because an ACL can be, obviously it's a serious injury, but it can be a real concern when they come back. You've seen players in multiple sports go and do the other ACL because they don't trust that leg or wherever it is, and then they go and do it in the other one. So I think I'm all right not seeing Timber this season, and he just concentrates on getting his rehab fully back for next season and make sure he really gets that trust in his leg. Great if we see him for 2 minutes against last game of the season. But I'm all right not seeing him for this season. It's all about next season for Timber. And I don't think you can throw him into these big games when, he's played barely any minutes at all. And as for Martinelli, I'm less concerned because I think he's way down on his XG this season. He's underperforming that. And I don't think that will last. I think the true Martinelli at the moment is probably somewhere between this season and last season. Like he was flying last year. It was over XG.
Yeah.
But look, XG is what it is. Like it's not perfect, but it does give you a little bit of an idea. I think him and Jesus, they just need a goal, right? Both of them, they score a goal, and I think suddenly that will give them a huge boost. I don't care if it goes in there for their backside.
Yeah.
They just need a goal, and I think that will make a difference to them.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure.
Wait, hold on a minute. Is Martinelli up there still with the most like GA out of all the Arsenal players this season?
No.
No, he's way down.
Oh no, he's not. It's Saka and Trossard are the top two. No. Martinelli.
Is Havertz up there as well?
That's not minutes per
Havertz is up
goal.
there.
Yeah, Havertz. So Saka and Trossard are the top two. Yeah.
But Martinelli's expected goals and assists are right up there. It's just he hasn't, finished them, or he's laid the pass off and someone else hasn't.
Yeah.
I do feel like, as I said, a number 8 is key, and there's a lot out there who are available. Like
the thing is, what we really need in this team is more match winners. Like when you look at that bench, you can find players that you can actually rely on to get you goals. To get you goals, like you look at Liverpool, they've got match winners like Jota, match winner, Salah, match winner. So that's what you mean when players aren't really having a great game or the team's not playing that well. You have someone that can just come out of nowhere and change a game and provide a moment of magic.
I feel like
we don't really have that. We don't have that
anymore.
That's what we need. That's what you need if you are going to sustain your title challenges.
As I was saying about the midfield position, who would you like? Who are you adamant on?
What do you mean?
For that midfield?
What to bring in the summer?
Yeah, that number 8.
Easy. There's 2 out there. I've taken them. There's 2.
I'm a big fan of Zubimendi.
Yeah, Zubimendi and Onana.
Nana from Everton. Wow.
Those 2 players I take in a heartbeat.
I was hearing Bruno Guimaraes has been linked.
Yeah, I saw that as well.
And I do think those 2 players will be available come the summer.
My only concern on Onana would be his passing. It's not brilliant, his passing, and I think in a ball dominant side, which is what we're aiming to come and what we are generally speaking, that would be a concern.
Yeah, regarding Bruno Guimaraes, right? I think there are better players out there, but at the same time,
even if a player like Goretzka's available, I take him.
Yeah.
I know you're a big fan of him, Seb.
Yeah, if he's available, then Arsenal should really be taking it.
There are better options than Bruno Guimaraes, but at the same time, when you actually deep it, he does fit the Granit Xhaka character, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
He's got that shit house about him. And I think he would be a perfect replacement for Xhaka in terms of his character and his ball carrying.
I really want from Newcastle was Isaac. That's I think he's more of a necessity than Bruno.
I agree. But if we get both,
I can't see Newcastle selling both. I think, but if you can get if you want one, it's Isaac.
Oh, Isaac, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they are in a financial predicament, so
that's to be Isaac.
I'll give you a different name.
Yeah, they might be forced to sell both.
I'll give you a different name out of Italy, and that's Coop Miners.
Sorry?
Oh,
Is that the guy at AC Milan?
Yeah. One of them, Milan. He was at Atlanta, and I think he's going.
Atlanta, yeah, the Atlanta player. Yeah, he's good, man.
He's certainly being linked with Milan. I wasn't sure if he went in the summer or whether he's still at Atlanta, but he's looked, every time I've seen him, he's looked really good. I don't think he'd necessarily want to come in and start. And I think, if you got, depending on who you sell, if you had two, you might be looking for two midfielders this season, this summer. And in that scenario, Coop Miners and Zubimendi, you're probably looking at under 100 mil for the two. And I think that gives you quite a lot in that midfield. I should really remember Coop Miners plays. I'm having a blank. I play a bit of Football Manager, and I think he moved to Milan on that. I think he's still at Atlanta, but I've now got mixed up as to which one's true, which one's the game.
Yeah, no. The guy you're on about, he's Dutch, right? From Netherlands.
Dutch,
he plays for Atlanta because I watched him the other day when they played against Liverpool, and that guy absolutely ran the show, man. He looked very, very good. So I think that's a very good shout, man.
Consistent for 2 or 3 years as well. Really consistent.
And yeah, as you said, with like the price, Zubamendi's got a 53 mil release clause.
Yeah,
in his contract. So
that's a no-brainer.
Yeah. It's a no-brainer, really.
Just hope the economy doesn't tank, because if it encourages, the better our economy does, the cheaper that price comes down, right? The exchange rate.
Need a left back as well.
Yeah. So, look. Obviously, in terms of that's the midfield. In terms of strikers, as Rory said about obviously Newcastle with Isak. What do you guys make of the Isak links? Like, is he the right guy? You see him suiting Arteta's
100%.
100%. What do you think?
He should be taking that number 14 shirt off Eddie Nketiah with no hesitation.
100%. Again, 100%, without a doubt.
Yeah, the site's 100% moved past Eddie Nketiah. There's no question about that.
He's very reminiscent to Thierry Henry. I'm not saying he's anywhere near Thierry Henry, but the way he plays,
I think he's the striker.
I was going to give that same comparison, actually, that he's not at the same level, but you can see the comparisons there. I think the danger of Isak, and look, he's undoubted quality. He's proven in the Premier League, and I think that's what probably makes him my number one choice for the striker. I look at the striker market, and I think there are question marks over every single one that we're being linked with. And his question mark would be those injuries. And you've got Jesus with injuries history. You've got, Partey, if he doesn't move on this season. We don't know what Timber's going to come back like. There's concerns about how much Saka is playing, whether that causes a problem going forward, although it's been, touch everything is okay at the moment. And then you add another one in. We do want a reliable squad, because Arteta likes a small squad, generally speaking, rather than a large squad, and therefore he needs them fit. So that would be the question mark over him, but there's no doubting his quality, and he's a definite fit into this side. He's a tactical fit into this side.
100%.
Also, him and Odegaard are good friends as well. They played together at Real Sociedad.
Yeah, so bring that back. Bring that Bromans back. Yeah. Bring that back to M5.
I'm trying to think of who else. Of course, Ollie Watkins. I've been a huge fan of him since
Ollie Watkins.
season. Yeah, I'd 100% take him. I'm pretty sure he's going to win Player of the Season in the Premier League. I don't see anyone coming close to Ollie Watkins.
Possibly.
Strikers do tend to win it, but the voting's been done now, so it's too late. But I do genuinely, not just because I'm an Arsenal fan, but I'd love to see Declan Rice win it, because I think sometimes those sort of deep midfielders or centre backs, etc., just get overlooked in these so often. I'd love to see Declan Rice win it, but Watkins is definitely in with a shout. Isn't that? You're right.
I reckon Rodri should have won it last season. Really should have. I really should have. I really should. I really should have said Rodri, to be honest, last season.
Yeah, Rodri.
Yeah, I think Rodri should have won it last season.
Well, Haaland got it. To be fair, but
Haaland
did.
Haaland scored 460.
I don't know whether he would have done it without Rodri. I really don't. I really don't think.
Rodri's the key. If you look at their that run they had earlier this season, it was noticeable that Rodri missed those games when they had earlier this season when they struggled.
Yeah, very true. He wasn't hard, so he is.
I think he should have won Player of the Season last season, to be honest.
I do actually reckon if Arsenal win the league this season, then I reckon Declan Rice will win it. if we win the title.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily decided on who wins the title, but that does actually push it.
It's about who's made the biggest difference to their club, right? And
Yeah.
I mean, I think the voting's been done, so I don't think it will matter whether we've won the title or not. But if you take a scenario, Declan Rice becomes a game-changing player for Arsenal if we go on and win the title this season, right? And I think that is what a player of the season needs to be. They've made such a big difference to a side. I don't know. Let's say Everton suddenly finish 6th this season because Dominic Calvert-Lewin scored 30 goals, or even 20 goals. That's sort of game changer. I mean, I've made that up. He's never going to do that, but that's the sort of thing that I look for in a player of the season, unless someone does something exceptional like Haaland did last year.
Yeah.
Also, I was hearing, I don't think this is actually a rumor, but I was hearing something today that Jack Grealish is potentially available this summer.
City won't sell us another.
Yeah, no, they won't sell, but if he comes available, then
Oh yeah, obviously. You saw in the summer they won't do it again. They will not.
The thing is, I just don't think that left centre mid role would suit him. People saying like he would suit that left centre mid role. I've never seen that guy play left centre mid role in my life.
He's
more of a left-sided player.
Yeah, either left winger or a number 10. But no, definitely.
But say if City were willing to sell, would you take him?
Yeah, obviously, but yeah.
So I think Arsenal need a player like that can change the game, but I'm not sure Jack Grealish would be the one I'd want. I think he's a pain in the whatsits, and you just don't want a player like that, to be honest with you. Talented as he is, he's a disruptive influence, or can be, in my mind, and that's why I wouldn't want him.
Yeah. This is the same guy that challenged Thierry Henry, right? Into asking, Thierry, would you be able to take on Carl Walker? Fucking hell.
Yeah, I remember that.
Who would you want to bring in, Josh?
What, as in as a striker or as in a winner?
Well, either. Go for answer both if you want.
Striker for me, and I know quite a lot of fans have gone off him, but striker for me, I've always said Tony from Brentford.
Yeah, I don't actually think we're in for him. I don't actually think Arteta really wants him. Doesn't really want.
And plus, have you seen his price drops like 40 million now as well?
Yeah, because he has a year left. But yes, I will definitely take Tony. Yeah.
Winner wise, for me, I'm quite a big fan of Nico Williams from Athletic Bilbao.
Yeah,
I think he's quality. I think even I saw this guy play when he played against us in Champions League. PSV Bakayoko, like the Belgian winner, plays on the right hand side.
Don't really watch that league.
Yeah. So we're not gonna have the whole Gyökeres debate again.
No. Listen, I don't want players from leagues that we don't really want. I want proper players, top class players that are proper proven and can come in.
Seb, wait, Seb. So do you know how you want Seb? Do you know how you want your left back, Gamaldo? Yeah.
Yes.
So you're telling me
what did he play in last year?
Yeah, exactly.
He's gone this. Yes, I know, but he's gone to Germany and he's proved himself. And in fact, he's become an even better player since Bayer Leverkusen. So that's how you get your big moves. That's how you do it from when you're in those sort of leagues. But if you just come straight from that league into the Prem of a big league, then usually it doesn't work.
Good job, man.
The Premier League, though, came from the Championship, then the Portuguese League, and then
I'm less worried about Gyökeres. I think there's a reason a lot of teams are interested in around Europe. Secondly, I think that Championship experience is going to be crucial. Now, you can mock the Championship all you like, but Ollie Watkins scored goals in the Championship. Ivan Toney scored goals in the Championship. What's his name? Callum Wilson, Bournemouth, and Newcastle obviously has an injury problem. Scored goals in the Championship. I think it's a good testing ground. Gyökeres, would he be my number one? No, but I wouldn't be worried at all if Arsenal have done their job. And you look at their record in recent years, if they think he's the man, then I think you've just got to trust that at this point, given our record of signing players in recent years. And a lot of people have come out of that Portuguese league and done well. They, there is some competition in that league. I'd rather sign out the Portuguese league than the French league.
Yeah, look, I'm on the same page. Like, Gyökeres isn't my number one target. I would prefer Isaac and Watkins, but if it has come down to him, then I'll take it. Like, I wouldn't complain. And to be honest, like, at the moment, can you really say no to any Mikel Arteta signing? Because he's got the best out of Havertz at times this season, and you see where I'm going with this.
We question people question why. Fine.
Yeah,
People
the question of Jorginho signing, he's been half decent for us. So.
Yeah,
Jorginho, I didn't question. Jorginho, I didn't question. I was one of the few. I said, at the time, at the time, I thought it was the right. I thought it was a good move at the time, and for the short contract that we gave him, I thought yes, take him.
Oh yeah, I thought he was a good player, but I just didn't think he was going to suit the style of play. That's pretty much all I said. But
he's actually done all right.
Yeah, he's done well.
Yeah.
He never worried me signing him. Never worried me. He was coming in as a squad player, and I think they're the sort of clever signings that you know that you need to make.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, it's still walking to that Chelsea side, to be honest.
Oh yeah, definitely. Easily, yes.
Yeah, I'm playing right back tomorrow for them, by the way.
Yeah. Guys, talking about tomorrow, score predictions. How do you see it going? I'll start with you, Rory, man.
I think it's going to be the same score from last season, 3-1.
3-1.
I think we will. I think we'll concede, but I just feel like we'll score 2 in the first half. Chelsea will get 1 back, to make things nervy, and then we'll just bury the game like we did on Saturday against Wolves. So yeah, I think we'll beat Chelsea. Considering Palmer, there's a high chance that he's going to be out for the game. I think. I don't think it's going to be comfortable, but I think we will still win. But yeah, I just can never predict these London derby games, man. There's always twists and turns, and yeah, we've not been as good as last season in London derbies, so I'm a little bit nervous for it. But at the same time, I'm confident. I use the terminology a lot. I'm confident, but I'm also nervous at the same time. So
said that against Luton, Rory. Remember in the watch log.
Yeah.
Every single game.
Yeah, was that away from home or at home?
No, even at home, man. Even at home, I was saying the same thing. Like,
was I even on the watch along?
I can't remember, bro. I can't lie. Can't even remember.
I was definitely on your watch along for the game against Luton away from home. I remember that.
No. Yeah.
So
yeah, 3-1.
Yeah, 3-1.
Yeah.
I was shitting myself over that Luton away game because I was saying to Seb, no, don't worry about it. And Luton keep coming back. I was like, oh god, I'm gonna look like a right pillock in a minute. And thankfully, we got it done.
That game was terrible.
Yeah,
that game was exciting, but it wasn't fun to be an
neutral. Yeah,
it
was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, and the result hid the cracks that game. And
it didn't hide it; it hid it.
Yeah.
It hid it completely.
That's why I didn't go mental after when Declan Rice scored. It's like, oh my god,
I always go mental because we just won the game. So, but the next day, I was like, nah, that's concern.
Yeah, it was more of a sigh of relief, really, when Declan Rice scored that last-minute winner.
I was like, nah, you can't be doing that.
But it could be an important goal.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
If it leads to something.
100%.
So we could be looking back at that game.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, though, if we don't win the title this season, I want Arsenal account to tweet that the VAR official in the Newcastle game was a cheat.
Oh yeah, what did you?
Fair play to Forest, man. I can't even lie.
What did you make of that, by the way? Did you think
fair play Forest, Seb?
I think people have got to start calling these things out.
Yeah.
Because,
and then Seb, did you see what Gary Neville said after the game, saying that Forest are an embarrassment?
Mark Attenberg sacked. I know, Mark Attenberg sacked. I'm just like, well, do you want this to continue? Because when I actually look back at that game, 2 in particular were stonewall penalties. 2 for
Yeah. The Ashley
From,
Young
from Ashley
handball.
Young, yeah, Ashley
all
Young. Yeah.
Ashley Young. So yeah, you can definitely feel. I don't think
in fairness, Ashley Young's 106. You've got to give him a break.
I don't think they should have said he was the guy's a Luton fan, because you don't know that for definite. But you have to start. It's about time people start questioning these things, because I feel these officials and these ref, they get so much protection from. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, if anyone questions anything they've done wrong, it'll be them that get the punishments and not the officials themselves. And I just think that is so wrong, because everyone has a part to play. Because, like I've said, if a player plays badly, they eventually get dropped or sold, and then eventually sold. If a manager does badly, he eventually gets sacked. But if an official does badly, 9 times out of 10 they're very good next week. So
Wait, how old is Ashley Young? Is he like 38 now?
yeah, he's been going on forever.
Jesus. I think they're better off playing Roy Hodgson at right back.
Yeah.
I can't lie. Jesus. I swear that guy been benched all season as well.
For me, the only thing I didn't like about it, and Seb touched on it there, is I don't like calling the official a cheat or anything like that. I think that crossed the line. I think there's a difference there between say the Arteta one earlier this season or the Klopp one. They went too far calling for the game to be replayed, but but actually calling into question the integrity of them. I think you can call into question the competency of them and how competent they are. And I think that I was joking about the Newcastle one earlier, but how that wasn't a penalty beyond me. Not a penalty, a foul. Sorry. You can the 3 penalties there. How they don't get any of them. I think you have to call it. Calling out the errors is fine as long as it's done in the right way. But I think for me they crossed the line yesterday with the cheat allegations. I can't believe that an official is cheating, because at that point you call into integrity of the entire game and you worry about that. But yeah, they were stonewall penalties. I was speaking to an Everton fan, and even he said they were stonewall penalties.
Wow. There we go then. There we go. Seb, bro, score prediction for tomorrow.
2-1 to Arsenal. I think it'll be a very tight game. I do think it'll be a tough challenge, and Chelsea will come out and give it everything. But I think Arsenal should have enough there to get it over the line, and we've got to. I just don't see it being easy at all. So 2-1.
Dom, score prediction for tomorrow?
He's put me in the spotlight now, isn't he? I don't like score predictions, because if we lose, I'm going to blame myself. But
so do I.
I think it's going to be real close, but I think it will be 2-0, and I think Raya will get that Golden Glove tomorrow. I think the second goal will come late. But yeah, if we lose tomorrow, do not blame me, because I freaking hate doing these.
Yeah,
if we lose,
I'm so cautious with score predictions. That's why I go battering.
Seb will start
Every
doing
time I do
hokey again if we lose.
you lose. So I'm trying to remain objective.
Yeah, so if we lose, Seb's going to start the hokey cokey. He wants Arteta in, he wants Arteta out, in, out. Seb.
Or if we drop any drop points will feel like a loss, because there's a title on the line where I think
you mean a certain Luca AFC.
Sorry?
I think you mean a certain Luca AFC.
Yeah. I agree with everything he says, pretty much.
Well, man was singing "We've got Super Edu Gaspar" in his last stream, so
he was being.
Did you not see that, Seb?
He was being sarcastic. I could tell.
No, he wasn't, man. He meant.
I could tell he didn't.
No, I definitely meant it.
He didn't mean it. There's no way.
He did.
The way he was singing it, I was just like, ah.
He sang it twice, you know.
I can tell. Oh, it's obvious. It was obvious.
Nah.
You know what he's like, and we'll, no doubt we'll be hearing it again this summer. And Dom said he's not having.
We can show him the clip then.
And Dom said he's not having another summer with it.
I can't cope with another summer. I can't cope with another summer of this. we didn't get this player, we didn't get this player, as if we're going to sign 50 players and go, what? Oh, I know I can't cope with another summer of it. I really can't.
Oh, I've only got that player.
Basuma.
Yeah, because
Oh.
Basuma's obviously lit it up at Tottenham. I mean, he's been fantastic. How he's not won player of the season for the last 2 years, and yet he still goes on about it.
It's because that area's not been fulfilled since. So you have.
What?
I'm not sure about Basuma now.
Rice not good enough for you?
No. Different type of player.
No.
No. Different type of player. You need either you have Basuma and Rice for balance.
All right.
You would take Basuma right now.
Sorry.
You would take Basuma right now.
No. Oh no. That's.
I mean,
that's
don't get me wrong.
at the time, I would. Yes, at the time when first got him, I was desperate for him. Not now. I wouldn't. Now
I'm Maddison, but right now, I wouldn't take Maddison.
I'll go back to one of my favourite refrains there, but it's why I'm glad that Edu does a sign. He's not you.
Super Mendes, who I want in that guy now, is him.
So, in terms of striker, before are you about to wrap this up, Josh?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to touch on one thing. Yeah. Back onto the striker. Yeah. Aubameyang scored like what 30 plus goals. Do you reckon he would cook in this Arsenal team right now?
No.
Really?
No.
He wouldn't cook in that Arsenal team.
He wasn't doing it in his last couple of seasons with us. So why do you think he's going to do it now?
Well, he's doing it in Marseille.
Yeah, but come on. That's so much easier.
He's doing
far
it.
easier. He wasn't doing it at Chelsea either.
Yes, because he hardly played. He was under 3 different managers. Tuchel, he only played 1 game with him. Potter hardly played him. Frank Lampard.
They're both sailed. He's over. He's like 32, 33. Both.
Yeah. I understand, but
no,
he was good for us. Like,
he was very good. Yes, but now his time's done. Now it's time to move forward.
He's still scoring goals. Like.
He wouldn't do it for us.
He's scored more goals than our strikers.
And then lots of people were saying if he had stayed that season, we would have got top 4. No, I don't.
Oh no! I disagree with that.
Not.
Here's the thing: Lacazette was the 2nd top scorer in France or 3rd top scorer in France last year. Like, do you think he comes back and scores the goals for us?
No, because he's too easy to play against in the Premier League. No.
Yeah, and Aubameyang's a different type of player, but the point is that it's easier to score in France than in England. And there's also the fact he's a giant disruptive influence. There's a reason he was moved on, and it wasn't just his on-field stuff; it was his off-the-field stuff.
Yeah, I think it was more. We were right to move him on.
I hear that, but at the same time, I think when he had that, since he signed the team, pretty much. We all know the downfall, right? I just think it was somewhat down to him with the captaincy, him scoring goals and leading at the same time. He was not a leader.
No, not really.
No, he should never have been given make out.
No, he was a poor captain.
For 2 years, he was excellent, no question. You can't question his ability for a couple of years. And he was superb at Dortmund as well. But Seb, I hate to agree with Seb, but
oh god.
Anyway, lads, look, it's been an absolute pleasure. Let's shout everyone out. Seb, bro, any articles you got coming up this week?
Hopefully one out tomorrow where I'm just going to be talking about this week in general, the Chelsea and the Tottenham games and what they mean, all the stats, and so hopefully I'll be out tomorrow.
Great, mate, and obviously I hope you enjoy the game tomorrow as well, bro. And,
as long as we win, that's all. Then I've enjoyed it, and I'll just sleep.
Yeah.
Rory, bro, you got any content coming up yourself?
I'm hoping I've got a match reaction lined up because I did a match reaction for the Wolves game, but OBS decided to mute my mic, so that didn't get uploaded. So perhaps a match reaction on Saturday. That's if I can sort my microphone out on OBS, and then this weekend there might not be a whole lot because I needed to go out and do some more filming. So that's it really. Yeah,
you're doing your movie on, yeah? You're doing your film still.
Yeah. So I've got to do more filming this weekend.
Nice one, man. All the best of that, bro. And big up for coming on as always. And finally, Dom, bro, thanks for coming on for the first time, man. Have you got any social media where people can
I have Naffle. But no, thanks for having me on. It's been fun. And looking forward to next for this week, big week. But yeah, I have nothing to promote at all. I just came on for a good laugh and nice bit of Arsenal chat, which has been very enjoyable. So thanks for having me on.
Yeah, no worries, man, and you're always welcome, man. Obviously, I know you know Seb well, so you can just ask him and you can come on because we do this every Monday. So whenever you're free, man, you can always come on, bro. So thank you very much.
Cheers,
for coming
Josh.
on, man. And guys, we'll be obviously back tomorrow, match day, and thanks everyone who tuned in once again, guys. Thank you very much for 7,000 subscribers. It means so much, and yeah, we're out of here, guys. Enjoy the rest of your evenings and. I'll see you tomorrow. Come on, you Gunners.
Come on, you run.